Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new one. Today we're going to be looking to review functions. Before I get into this video, I want to let you know if you're searching for a job, internship, or you want to get ahead of all computer science students, check out the top link in the description. It's a free guide that I made for you. Now, let's get right back into it. So, in this lesson, we've covered, fundamental programming concept used in the majority of all programs to organize code into reusable blocks. To recap, we explored what problems arise in our programs without functions, which is basically, you have to repeat the code over and over and write it. What functions are and how to write them, how white space plays an important role, and how a program will execute our code, and more importantly, distinguish the function code from the non-function code, how to pass input values into our functions using parameters and arguments, the difference between built-in and user-defined functions, and some common built-in functions Python offers. How we can use or reuse function output with the return keyword, as well as multiple returns, and where variables can be accessed in our programs that use functions. So let's practice by putting all of these concepts together. Alright, so this is it. We're going to use all of our knowledge to build out the trip planner version 1. So first, like in our previous exercise, we want to make sure to welcome our users to the application first. So we're going to create a function called trip planner welcome. And I recommend you guys code along with me, so you have, that practice here. All right. That takes one parameter called name. Okay. And it should print out a message like this. So we'll do print a message like this, plus name. Okay, trip planner welcome. And then where name here represents the parameter of name we define. Now call the trip planner welcome function. So we're going to call it now. And instead we're going to put in here, let's see. We're going to put in Bob, run it, and then welcome to the trip planner. And then v1.0 Bob. Next, we're going to define a function called estimated time rounded. Okay. Okay. We're going to define this function, and then that will calculate a rounded time value based on a decimal for our user's trip. An example call for this function would look like this: estimated time rounded 2.0, where 2 represents 2 hours and the 0.5 represents 30 minutes. So define the function with a single parameter called estimated time. And then the function should do two things. So create a variable called rounded time. That is the result of calling the round built-in function on the estimated time. So this is the fun part. We get to use a built-in function called round with the estimated time, and then return the rounded time. So the return rounded time. Cool. After the function definition, call the estimated time rounded. Since the amount represents a time, be sure to use a positive number. So, okay, with the decimal argument, we'll do 12 hours and 20 minutes. So actually, we'll just keep it simple. We'll do 12.5. And did you create a variable called estimate? Let me see. Okay. After the function, call with a decimal argument and save it to estimate. Okay, so we can save it to estimate. Okay. Yeah, see, like reading every single line of the instructions is important here. All right, next we're going to generate messages for a user's planned trip. So create a function called destination setup. Okay, destination setup. That will have the 4 parameters. We have the origin, destination, the estimated time, and the mode of transport. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this a little more so it's easier for us to read the code. A little more. Perfect. So we're here, okay. And then give the parameter the mode of transport a default value of car. Okay, equals car. I'll shrink it down a little. Perfect, okay. So this is the function, all right. Now the program will error out if we run it since we have not defined a function body yet. Yep, perfect. It's supposed to do that. And then next we're going to write 4 print statements in our function. The output should look like this. Okay. So we're gonna have 4 print statements, right? First one will be like this. So let's actually go ahead and just create the 4 print statements. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and start to make it look nice. So in plus origin, okay, and you are traveling to destination. So plus destination, and then you will be traveling by and the default value is, remember, it's a car, so we'll do by mode of transport. Yep, perfect. And then the last one, it will take an estimated, or it will take approximately blank hours. Okay, this one's gonna be a little tricky, but I think we can do it. So we'll do plus, we'll do estimated time, and then plus hours. All right, what part did we not do? Okay, each of the print statements use a different parameter for our function destination setup. Note, the estimated time parameter will come in the form of an integer. Make sure to use str to convert the parameter in your print statement. Right, okay, so we do need to do that. So we need to create that with a string. Okay, after the function definition, call the destination setup. So destination setup, setup. Origin and destination should be string values representing the place you want to travel from and to. So we'll do, I want to travel from, we'll say Dallas to Los Angeles, California. And then use the estimate you created earlier for estimated time. Okay. Remember we had an estimate up at the top here. Okay. And then if you'll be traveling by a mode other than car, be sure to overwrite the default value. We can do, let's see, we'll do by plane. Okay, and then run it. And then we'll do, okay, welcome to the trip planner, Bob. Your trip starts off in Dallas and you are traveling to Los Angeles. You'll be traveling by plane. It will take approximately 12 hours, which is not realistic at all because I think a flight from Dallas to Los Angeles is not that, it's not that long. It's like probably like 2-3 hours, like even less, I think, if you go directly. But yeah, and then great job, we have successfully finished our first version of the trip builder application. Go ahead and try passing different values into your functions. So I'm going to make this code a little bit nicer to read. So we're going to comment some parts out here, comment it out a little more so it looks really nice to read and all that. So dev planner, so this basically welcomes the user, and then calling the function, and then calculates. Remember, this calculates the this not calculates, just rounds the estimated to travel, and then we save it in the estimate variable, and then we do the destination setup, which is basically the meat of our whole program here, and then we call it here with all of those. So yeah, functions aren't that bad at all. Really nice to see. Let's actually see what happens when we get rid of the string. I want to look at that. Yeah, I want to get rid of that and see what happens if we run it without the str. Yep. So we get a type error right here. So you need the str right here. It's a must. Otherwise, you will get an error saying this. Traceback. Yep, Dallas, Los Angeles estimate. In destination setup, it will take approximately estimated time. Must be string, not an int, right? Because this was an integer and we need this to be a string, right? So that's how we do it. But yeah, that's gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck it through all the way to the end, and again, that free guide is in the description. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a fantastic day.